Okay, so that's probably too loud to normally hear me, so I'm just gonna say it here now that I have it muted. We'll get started in about 3 minutes. We'll get moving on to this second game in the collection. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled too loud of music. Okay, I'm gonna go grab the controller and we'll get started. Ah, pure nostalgic bliss. How you doing, everybody? My name is Monochromium, and today we're going to continue with our coverage of the Ratchet & Clank Classic Trilogy along with Deadlocked later by playing the second game in the series, that being Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. This one is my personal favorite out of the entire series, not just in the classic trilogy, in the entire series. It just barely edges out Ratchet & Clank 1 for me personally, but we will get into why that is as I play, and I imagine there will be several situations where I will just be totally rose-colored glasses nostalgic for everything that this game does. So, without further ado, why don't we get into it, shall we? Let me make sure everything is where it needs to be. That is, of course, in English because we're not doing a speed run. Let's turn the vibration off and the subtitles on. And, yeah, let's get started. I have a bunch of save files, apparently. I think, oh, okay, so this is one that I haven't played this since 2016. Holy shit. It's been a long time. All right, well, let's make a new one anyway, so. And let's see what our intrepid heroes have been doing since the end of the first game.
Welcome back to Behind the Hero. Tonight's heroes are the duo who recently restored peace and order to our galaxy. Ratchet and Clank.
The dynamic
So,
duo,
gentlemen,
if you will.
Tell us about your latest incredible adventures.
Well, as you can imagine, we've been pretty busy. After Drek's defeat, there were parades, press conferences, fancy dress balls.
And the wiener roast at Al's.
It's like murder, arson, and
then
jaywalking.
things started
What's with
to
the
slow down.
stalker robot?
After that, well,
There was the grand opening at Groovy Lube
Didn't need to know
I
that.
think that was last week.
6 months ago.
We're still pretty busy, but in a more, domestic sense.
You don't say.
Hey, I flushed out my radiator core.
Didn't need to know that
I
either.
guess no one needs a hero right now.
Well, you're gonna ask and you'll be answered. Meanwhile, in the distant Bogon galaxy.
Miss Littlebottom, I found our man.
Quite literally seconds later, someone asked for a hero.
I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, founder of the Megacorp Company in the Bogon Galaxy.
Bogon?
That's a long ways away.
I incapacitate you, but our entire galaxy is in a very precocious situation. I must humbly request your sustenance on a mission of dire urgitude, a mission of superfluous peril, a mission of unequivocal imperitude.
Did that make any sense?
Only if you understand that he's not using the correct
Me
language.
To go on a dangerous mission in another galaxy.
Pretty much.
Indubitably, a few days ago, this top-secret biological experiment was stolen from our testing laboratory by this dupliferous criminal mastermind, and I need you to get the experiment back.
What kind of criminal goes around stealing science projects from inside toilets?
I have precipitated your recalcitrance and have made special improvisations for you. We are prepared to give you a job as the head accountant for Megacorp, plus a penthouse suite in lovely Megapolis, and our state-of-the-art robotic masseuse.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
As for you, Ratchet, I'll need you in superlatory shape. While in transit to the Bogon Galaxy, you will undergo heavy training and conditioning, including martial arts, heavy weaponry, survival skills, stealth, macrame, ballroom dance, and origami.
Uh-huh. Can't really say that the last couple would ever come in handy, but okay. 2 weeks later.
To track the thief's location to a flying base in Sector 7. Infiltrate the base and retrieve the experiment.
Sir, ready for launch.
Well, alrighty then. And that's basically all you need to know. So Clank's going to be an accountant. He's going to be off doing his own thing for this one. And Ratchet's off to save an experiment that the company that just hired him lost, which is now on planet Aranos. Hopefully we'll be able to track down the thief, track down the experiment,
I'm on final
and we'll
approach
be in
to
good shape.
coordinates 37 Alpha.
Good luck. I'm counting on you.
Affirmative. Beginning radio silence.
Man, he turned into quite a trooper after those 2 weeks of training, didn't he? Hey Nitro, how's it going? Someone should make a horror game out of Ratchet & Clank. If this game was on PC, there would definitely be mods making it into something like that. Oh god, the controls are inverted. No! I just fixed this in the last game. Camera. So we want fast movement, we want left-right movement reversed, and this, I think, is where it's supposed to be? No, it is not, actually. So we want both to be reversed, which is actually not reversed. It's actually what it should be. There we go. So this is Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. We're going to start out here on Aranos, the flying lab. You'll notice almost right away that there are a few things that are a little bit different. Number one is that Ratchet now has a fancy commando suit on, so that's a thing. He's got new weapons to use. He starts with 2, the Lancer and the Gravity Bomb, so a little bit better than our regular 1 from last time. Don't let the background of the clouds there fool you. When you are in Quick Select in this game, it's actually paused. The game is paused and you are not moving in that case. So, yeah, we got a couple of weapons to work with, and one of the major quality of life changes you'll notice first and foremost in this game is if I hold the L2 or R2 buttons, Ratchet turns around. What does this mean? Well, now he can strafe, so he can move in any direction with the camera moving and always face directly at the center of the screen, which makes a weapon like the Lancer, which is a rapid-fire weapon like the blaster from the first game, a lot more useful because I don't have to worry about shooting it everywhere.
Hold triangle and select an icon with the left analog stick.
It's a lot easier to control the aim, basically. So that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna turn the help desk lady off again because let's see, nope, options, help desk, because I mean I was fine without them in the first game, so I think we'll be okay in this game as well. I've played this game before. I know what I'm doing. If I need to explain something, I'll explain something. I know this game back, forwards, and left and right and center, so at the very least I know at the beginning exactly the number of bullets that a large number of the enemies here will take to kill, so it's like, yeah, I know this game like the back of my hand. I'm sure we'll still discover something new over the course of the playthrough, because I usually do when I do these sorts of playthroughs, but we'll have to see. But yeah, if this was on PC, it would definitely... I could definitely see a budding Ratchet & Clank modding community coming into existence if this was ported to PC, but unfortunately, it's only on... Hey, look, I got the experience with only 3 bullets that time. And then I wasted a bullet, so, you know. No net loss there. Here's some more nanotech. We don't need it right now, but you'll also notice, if I look at the, let's see, the quick select there, our health actually has a bar underneath it there, and there are bars underneath all of our weapons as well. Keep these in mind for later. They're not really going to do much of anything for right now, but they do have an effect that we will see in just a little while. I think I'm going to use the gravity bomb on these guys. I really like strafing, by the way, so if you see me constantly strafing through these sorts of places, that's why. So I just, it's such a good quality of life thing to allow me to use weapons like the Lancer without having to worry about, you know, anything insane. Without having to worry about my accuracy being as terrible as it is in every first-person shooter I've ever played. So, as usual, you can break a lot of the machinery and stuff around here, but I'm going to choose not to. It's fine. We don't need that many bolts. Well, we do, but we don't need as many as we're going to get from there, basically. I think if I remember correctly from my my calculations, we're going to need about, I think it's like 700,000 bolts total at the end of the game, and I'm sure if you remember from me playing the first game, you're like, holy hell, that's a lot of bolts, but we're already just barely into the first planet, and we've already got like 2,500 bolts, so it's actually not as much as you think. We'll get it, don't worry. Oh, crap.
I see it's time to update my security forces.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hey, no, look, I'm just here to fix the transflexor coil.
And can I take it with me while I'm at it? It sounds like a good weapon.
Give my regards to Megacorp.
Okay then. Bye.
Finish him.
Ratchet wins. Humiliation. Oh shit. Okay, this could be bad. Let's just make it not bad. How about that? There we go. Use that gravity bomb, ladies and gents. There is a good reason to use those weapons over the wrench in certain cases in this game, as I half mentioned it before, but there's a good reason for it, and it has something to do with those little bars that I was telling you to pay attention to. We'll see what the reason is in a little while. Not to worry. If you shoot those guys with the Lancer, by the way, they do eventually get bumped off of the window here, or not the window, the wing. So you can actually get done with them with a little bit less ammo, but, well, we've got like 208 ammo between our two guns. We're probably fine.
I'm in the market for some security.
Oh, are you? Are you in the market for rhymes, too?
I need your best men to meet me at these coordinates.
Well, I hope somebody at Megacorp is on the job there, because they could probably intercept that transmission and we could find out where they're going. Perhaps. We'll see. Oh, I wanted to get all of them with the gravity bomb. Well, I got 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 ain't bad. It's easy to level the gravity bomb in the early game because of the fact that there's it takes so little experience for it to fully upgrade, and it is rather a bit on the easy side to group a bunch of enemies up and cluster them. What do I mean by upgrade? Well, I guess I sort of just spoiled it for you. The bars underneath each of the guns there are the experience bar for the gun. When the gun gets full experience bar, it turns into something new. So that's new to this game. The weapons get experience. And it's definitely an interesting change. It makes me a lot more frugal with the use of my guns. It makes me want to use my guns a lot more. So, yeah. It's good. I like it. Gives me a very good reason to spend my bolts on the weapons and, you know, use as many guns as I want. So, it's a very good change. I like. Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? I don't know, but you're in the nether now. Let's get the gravity bomb out for this part because... And we're a little low on ammo there, but that's okay. We'll just use the Lancer for a little while now that we've run a little low on ammo. But yeah, look at that. Almost 5,000 bolts after the first planet alone. Good to go. Wasn't even that long either. Gentlemen, I'm going to need to ask you to step off. That was pretty slick, Ratchet. I'll give you some credit. That 2 weeks of training did pay off pretty good. As for these guys, well, I think their diagnostics need to be checked just a little bit. Oh boy. Can Ratchet fit a sword in his tail? Probably not, but he can wield a sword in the third game. Sort of.
There was a slight problem. The thief escaped with the experiment, and I have no idea where he was headed.
So basically, I did nothing.
I just received an emission which may lubricate the matter.
I would rather not be lubricated by emissions, thank you.
Do you have any maps for this quadrant of the galaxy?
You bet, mister. We got galactic maps, 3D maps, fold-outs, cutouts, maps to the stars, and their homes.
The stars have homes? That's actually sort of sweet. Whoops.
I forgot my wallet. Could you take care of this?
Uh-oh.
Perimeter defenses deactivated.
I don't think that's very good for that guy.
I'm on my way.
Well, at least we've got a new mission right out the gate. And look at that, Megacorp even gave us a new ship to fly in, so that's pretty good. Did I get fast load? There are certain points in time in this game where you'll load in quicker to certain planets. If you're doing a speed run of the game, it saves you precious seconds that you can use for other things, but I don't think so. I think I got one loading screen before and one after, so... Either way, it doesn't matter, because now we're on the first actual planet with, like, branching objectives and, you know, the traditional Ratchet & Clank experience, basically. Because, take a look at the map, there's two paths, one going that way and one going that way, and we have missions in both directions. We've got to go through the swamp ruins and find the store entrance. And we're going to do both of those things. There are certain points in time in this game where I will not go and do the mission, like one or the other missions on a certain planet, but for the most part we're going to be doing every mission as they come along. Look at the happy face on the gravity bomb ammo. I'm not even going to buy it though because we'll get more from the ammo boxes, so it's probably fine. Weapons that we could use here, the chopper is kind of similar actually to the Lancer in terms of its use. It's mostly used for light enemies and it deals light damage, but you can throw it quickly. There's only 35 ammo in it, but it bounces around and stuff, so it's pretty good if you're indoors, like in close quarters, or if there's like if you're in a building, that sort of thing. It'll bounce off the walls and stuff. So it's pretty good. Out here, not so useful. I'm not going to buy it personally. I'm going to save my money for this bad boy, the Blitz gun. Basically, all you need to know, it's a shotgun that shoots lightning. What more could you want? A shotgun that shoots shurikens and lightning? Well, I'll have to give you that. That does sound pretty cool. Let's go check out the swamp before we go anywhere else. See what we can find out here. See if we can salvage anything from the ruins, you know. I'm not sure if I want to shoot these little guys with the Lancer. Maybe if they get in the way like that. But we have the wrench, and the wrench works pretty good against these guys. The wrench's usefulness will slowly decay as the game goes on, but then it'll get a little bit better again later. It's kind of hard to explain how that's the case without spoiling something, though. So just take my word for it. The wrench will start to get worse, and then it'll get better, and then it'll get worse, better, worse. So there's a reason for it, though, and we'll get into what that reason is when we get there. So we might as well use it now while it's useful, you know. Those guys take 6 hits from the Lancer to defeat. And we have plenty of Lancer ammo, so we're going to use a little bit of it. Hello there, crazy-looking mutated Lapras. Give me a boost to the next ledge, because I can't jump in this water without dying. It's death water, so just take my word for it. If it's not colored like normal water, it's probably death water, so you probably don't want to go for a swim in it if you can afford not to. Like, I'll even show you. See? Death water. And we are almost to the point where we're going to get a level here. What do I mean by a level? Well, we'll find out in just a second when I beat up these firefly bugs. Come here, you. There you go. So, the experience bar underneath your nanotech in this game also adds to your nanotech bar. So when it fully maxes out, the experience bar that is, it will increase your nanotech by 1 point, and it will release a shockwave that will destroy every enemy in a certain area to you. It's pretty nice. It usually saves you a little bit of ammo, and it's a pretty satisfying feeling to see that happen. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like the effect. Hey, Conker, it's going good. How's it going for you? We're just making our way through the wonderful world of Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Moving on to the second game in the series, so did a quick tech there. We could have stayed out of the death water, but it would have taken longer to get over here and grab all this stuff if I did. So we're just gonna do that instead. It's a little easier, you know. Might as well make it a little easier on myself. If you wait on those guys too long, by the way, they will drop into the water and pop back up after a certain amount of time over where they're supposed to be. So don't wait on their backs for too long, or else you'll end up in death water, which is never good. So, like, if you see them slow to a stop and then put their face up, that means that they will they are going to go back underwater, and you don't want that. So. This game has collectibles similar to the gold bolts, by the way. It has platinum bolts. I don't know exactly where all of them are, but we will be getting a decent chunk of them. I don't know if we'll be getting all of them. I'm probably going to do the same thing I did with the gold bolts in the original Ratchet & Clank, where I don't initially plan on getting all of them, but I'll eventually go get all of them. Either way, I'll just... there are going to be some that I'm going to get, though, so don't worry about that part. That guy back there, he would have taken you to the... that little spot that I teched to just a minute ago. So, but I took care of that without needing him, so doing good. Woke up from a nap earlier and feeling somewhat refreshed now. Good, good. I could probably use a nap myself. Maybe when I'm done streaming. That's a lot of dudes. Let's just start clearing them out. I wanted you guys to bunch up a little more, but that's okay. this will work. Yeah, let's get the Lancer back out. We've been using the gravity bomb for most of our group needs, but Lancer needs a little bit of love too, so might as well. The Lancer's probably my favorite of the blaster type weapons, the light damage with lots of ammo type weapons in the original trilogy. I haven't played Deadlocked yet though, and I heard that the blaster in that game, the blaster equivalent in that game, is really, really good though. So we'll have to see how it measures up. The Lancer isn't in any particular order like one of my favorite weapons in this game, to be honest, but it works well enough for what it's supposed to do. It's the early game weapon that lets you deal damage to small enemies. So, yeah, obviously you don't want to get stuck on those guys, by the way, because they will chomp down on you, and that's just not fun for anybody. So I'm just gonna ignore that and avoid that. Remember, no mobs.
If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone?
Are you broadcasting this to the internet? I mean, by proxy.
Ratchet.
Okay. That's an interesting toy you got there.
There you have it. The Megacorp tractor beam in action.
Did he just flip me off?
Give it up for our volunteer.
I mean, he only has 3 fingers, so...
How about taking advantage of our show special?
What's the show special? Oh, we can buy the tractor beam for 1,000 volts. Okay, sure.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you. So now we have our first gadget, the tractor beam. And we can use it to move platforms around. As long as they have these glowing orange lights on them, they're a little yellow, but you can move them around with the tractor beam. You can move them like this in a circle if you don't want to strafe, but I personally prefer strafing when using them. It makes it a lot easier to move them around, so. And before we go up there, because that's where we need to go, we're going to go over here first, because if we go up here, aha! Here's our first platinum bolt. I'll take it. Thank you. Okay, now we can move these to get out of here. And we can go do the main mission here. It's just like Ratchet & Clank 1, there's usually a main mission on the planet and a side mission. So sometimes the side mission isn't immediately available because you just know about the main mission when you get there, but then once you reach a split in the path, your objectives will update automatically to tell you, hey, here's something that you can go do if you want. And we will, excuse me, because I want to. I want to show off this beautiful game from my childhood. Why the hell wouldn't I? And as with Ratchet & Clank 1, the music in this game I think is really, really well done. I don't know if the music from this game is as good as Ratchet & Clank 1, but it's still pretty damn solid, I'll be honest. So, let's move the gadgets in our quick select. Let's put this here for now. Actually, let's put it here for now because we're going to get another gadget here in a little bit. So, eventually my quick select probably won't have any gadgets in it, but I'm not 100% sure about that. We'll have to see. Yeah, that tractor beam set us back a little bit from getting the blitz gun, so we'll have to work on that. And we're still a little low on gravity bomb, but that's okay. Usually what I did when I was a kid is I would always max out on my ammo after finishing up every objective, and over the course of the entire game, that probably used quite a bit of ammo, so I'm going to try to not do that in this game when I play it now. I'm going to try to use my ammo in a smart way, or at least somewhat smarter than I was. This game has autosave. Yes, it does, thankfully. I don't think the original had autosave. It did have a checkpoint system, but I think you had to hard save it before shutting the game off in order for it to maintain your progress. But yeah, the PS3 version has autosave, so it's rather a bit nice. Hey, what are you doing in there? Oh, okay. Maybe don't go swimming in the death water, man. I just talked about that. It's not a good idea. Oh yeah, and there's more skill points in this game, by the way. One of them is related to these pterodactyls. If you shoot them down, you get a skill point. But I'm not going to go hunting for skill points because, it's not really my cup of tea, to be honest. You could full auto that, by the way. You don't have to. Hey! Hey! Stop it! Oh, baby, a 5-fer. A quintuple. I just got a triple on the last episode of the Resident Evil 7 stream, and now I got a quintuple. That's an 8-kill streak. What is that? Is that a Blackbird in Black Ops? I forget. Or was a Blackbird 7 kills? I don't quite remember. I think a Blackbird was 8 kills, though. Whoa! Another guy got snatched up by the swamp. Although that didn't look like just the swamp. That looked like something more sinister. Whoa. Oh yeah, and while Ratchet's strafing... I almost just said Ratchet and Clank. Clank's an accountant, what the hell. When Ratchet's strafing in this game, he can perform the side flips and the back flips that he could do in the original game, as well as regular jumping. So it makes those moves a little bit more useful for avoiding enemies and projectiles and all that other stuff, so it's pretty good. Need a 20 kill streak for a nuke, yeah. So we're gonna have to get a lot of combo actions here somewhere. I probably could have just not even jumped there and let the, you know, killed the guy from way over there, but oh well. It's fine, we're fine. How are we doing on Gravity Bomb? 5 of 8? Okay, that's not bad. Keep using the Lancer, though, because it's, I think it's almost where the Gravity Bomb is now. We need to get a little closer. Whoa! I think it just overtook it, so that's fine. That's all good. I hear somebody. I don't know where he is. The auto-aim system, by the way, for the Lancer in this game, I find is a lot better than the auto-aim for the Blaster. It's quite nice. So, oh, that's where he is. You let that man go! Ah, crap. And here's our first sub-boss. The Swamp Monster. It likes to hit you with its tentacles, so you can side flip out of the way. You generally want to side flip in the direction opposite of where the tentacle is. So like if he's going to use the left tentacle, which is what he's going to do this time, his right, you want to side flip to the right. So, and you want to start moving basically when the tentacle starts moving. So, because if you don't, the tentacle will wrap you right up, or it has a chance to. Gotcha. That'll be good experience. There we go. Got a maximum nanotech increase and got quite a bit of experience for the Lancer there. It probably would have almost upgraded the mini nuke if we, or the gravity bomb rather, if we used it. It upgrades into the mini nuke, so in case I'm spoiling shit 2 seconds before it happens, I apologize. And we can use this a little bit just to catch it up. There we go. Those two. Alright, what do we got over here? Continue point, that's good. And what's this glowy thing? Another gadget, the dynamo. What does the dynamo do? Well, when you see these little green switches here, if you use the dynamo on them, it'll activate them, and then all manner of different things will happen. Usually there's a platform that you can use, and it lasts for a few seconds, so it's kind of just context sensitive, but yeah, basically if you see a green switch, you'll want to use the dynamo on it, because it's pretty good. It's usually the only way to proceed. I don't think it's the only way to proceed here, like you could probably just jump up without using the dynamo, but yeah, you know. I try to use the things that they make me use, since it's, you know, available to me. Thought it was 25 kill streak for a nuke. Didn't Vladimir Monarov once say, remember, no side flips or back flips. That's in Modern Warfare 2. Oh, okay. 25 in the new one as well. They're making a Black Ops 5, by the way. Because they have to milk that series for all it's worth, whatever that is. I didn't even realize that the Black Ops storyline could continue into 5 games. Like, Black Ops 1, the story wrapped up pretty neatly. Didn't even realize that they were gonna make a new one. I don't even know if that's how they number those titles, though, like if it has to do with the Black Ops story. Like, I know in Modern Warfare the story continues between the games, but I don't know if that's the same as true for the Black Ops games, so... Oh god, they're carrying a guy around in there. Oh man. These guys are just not having a good day after the security got taken down here, aren't they? Ooh, conveyor belt. Just take that there. You can break some of the scenery around here too. Like you can break the pots and stuff up on the top there, but I don't need to. It's fine. I think. Okay, I caught 2 there. Not bad. Cool. I would prefer to be getting gravity bomb ammo out of this, but it's okay. If you end up upgrading the Lancer first, that's fine by me. Usually what I end up doing, or at least what I ended up doing as a kid more, was that...
Megacorp reserves the right to refuse service to anyone.
That doesn't seem very nice. But usually what I would do as a kid, and it wasted a lot of ammo that way too, is once I upgraded every gun in my arsenal, I would only switch to, like, I'd only use guns that were not fully upgraded until I was all done upgrading every single one of them. It led to quite a few trips to the ammo box, let me tell you that much. Having to buy that stuff up. Probably wasted quite a bit of money as well. So, but, I mean, you know, times change, you grow up, you learn that the things you did as a kid were kind of dumb. I can't believe I stayed on that. And you learn a new way of doing things. 'Tis the way of the world, I think. I don't even want to think about what this is shaped like. Oh look, a gravity boots section. Or are they called the Magna boots? I forget. They're called one or the other. My short-term memory's coming in handy there, but, well, the opposite of handy, but, you know. We can't do anything with that for right now because we don't have the boots for it, so. Oh yeah, and the double tap reselect is also in this game, by the way. So that's also pretty nice. Hopefully the campaign will be good again, unlike 3 and 4. 3 had an okay campaign, 4 wasn't even a campaign, but a tutorial. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I hope that they start working on the campaigns being better again, because it's actually, whether or not they think it's an integral part of the game, it is an integral part of the game. It's one of the reasons why I would want to pick it up again, you know.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Mr. Fizzwidget, what's up?
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal.
Uh-huh.
The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous. It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast.
Well, that shouldn't make too much of a difference if the guy's indemnified there.
Are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with 2 of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy?
Maybe.
If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event.
Okay.
First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade.
Chainblade
Unleashes his fury on our gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches.
Well, that's about to end.
Doesn't do it for you. Our robotics division will.
Wait, why do you have a robotics division if Chainblade's never been defeated? Brawler!
No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy.
Great.
So what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the V2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
I can see that this galaxy is just as stuck in the hyper-capitalistic mindset as the Solana Galaxy, which is where the first game took place. I think Ratchet's going to feel right at home here. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Thank you for shopping at Megacorp. Please visit us again.
I probably will. We still don't have quite enough to get the Blitz gun, by the way, but we will We'll keep using the 2 guns that we've got because they're not fully upgraded yet, and eventually we will have enough, so, you know, we'll be good. By the way, is the audio sounding okay? Like, do I sound like I'm somewhat synced up, at least, to the things that everybody's saying there? How did the video back there sound? Because I have the settings correct in my, OBS, but sometimes I find that the settings get a little bit wonky. Like, for some reason in the first, like, 15-20 minutes of the last episode of Ratchet & Clank 1, it was out of sync, but then it went back into sync for some reason, and I don't really understand why, but probably has something to do with the AV cable that I have to use to record the PS3. I don't friggin' know. Either way, we're done here for now. So let's head off to the Maktar Resort. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get in there. For, you know, for the company, of course. We're not getting into trouble as a freelancer anymore. We're getting into trouble for the company's purpose. We gotta take care of the jamming array and win the arena battle. So we'll go do that. We'll go do both of those things. I don't think I'm going to win my way through the entire arena at this point, though. There's a better time to come back and do it later. Meanwhile, in Megapolis, well, there's the Stalker. Maybe she's not so bad after all, though. Maybe she just really, really likes Clank. The real question, though, is how did she get here from Solana?
I said.
Oh, no. Maybe she got teleported here with us, actually, now that I think about it. She was right behind the chair, so... Whoopash, Nebula. I see what you did there, guys. Anyway, they throw you right into this one, but there is now a space battle that we're going to have to deal with. They don't really... They do give you controls if you know, don't have the help desk off. But they throw you right into this fight without explaining the controls, probably because they... this wasn't originally a planned thing that they were going to do, I don't think, but... basically what you want to do is you want to keep rolling around, shoot the guys out with your guns and your missiles, and eventually you'll go from there. You can get Raritanium from fighting these guys, and Raritanium is used for ship upgrading. Ship battles are a thing in this game, and you can upgrade them to your heart's content, at least in certain aspects. So I'm not going to like go farming for Raritanium, especially since there are better ways to do that later in the game. Here is not really a good idea, but yeah, we'll get more. If you lock on, by the way, you can shoot missiles at the enemies, and you also have an accelerator, so if you need it, it's there. It's full 3D, by the way. You're not just confined to this 2D plane that I've mostly been stuck on this entire time. Your enemies can fly above you, below you, to the side of you. It's pretty interesting. Like this guy's flying directly behind me somewhere. There you are. You bastard. Stand still. Hey! Where'd he go? There he is. Gotcha. No, it takes care of wave 1. My shield is looking a little bit not good, but, you know. Here comes wave 2, though. Let's see if we can pick off a few while we're at it. There's a partial shield. That's nice. Yeah, your missiles will do pretty good against the more heavily armed ships at this point. I am not even following you, sir. Get the hell out of here. I'm not following you into that meteor. What do you think you are, crazy? I'm not that crazy. Y'all out of your mind. These are Thugs for Less ships, by the way. So the company that the thief was calling back when we were on Eranos, these are their ships. So they've apparently found us, and now they're trying to make me a very dead Lombax. So we're gonna try to avoid that if we can. All right, where are you at? Come on, who wants to play chicken? Not me. I'm just saying it because I'm beating your ass. So I mean, it is the Whoopash Nebula after all. So 2 waves and you're done. Let's get the hell out of here and head off to Maktar Resort. Listening some more and let you know if any hiccups come up. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad it sounds good for now. He's probably secretly trying to kill Clank or turn him in for his high-ass bounty. Perhaps, although he did just get kidnapped, so she may have to go beat the thief up to retake him to take the bounty. I gotta see if my dog's barking yet. Hold on a moment. Yeah. Let's see here. He is in the back alley. Well, barking at the back alley. I don't know who's back there, but since I can't see them, I can't tell them not to bark at them because they may be somebody that shouldn't be back there. Hey, we got a follow. Let's check it out. Blizzard King, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Okay, so still don't have enough for the Blitz gun, but that's okay. Let's go down here and see what kind of trouble we can get in. I know what kind of trouble I'm going to get in right there. Have a bomb, sir. Give me all that money. They even got it back. Nice. Radioactive boxes are back from the first game, so, you know, don't hit those with your wrench from close up. It's probably not a good idea. So the jamming array is off to the right, and the left side is to the arena. So I might just go to the right first, take care of the mission this time, and then we'll go from there. There unfortunately isn't a suck cannon equivalent in this game, and if there was, it would be rather nice because then I could take care of big groups of small enemies like this in short order with it, but yeah, no such luck unfortunately. It's alright though, the weapons in this game are really good, I find, especially because of their upgrading system, so we'll make do even without the suck cannon, even without Mambaibe. And the ship to the jamming array is directly over there, but unless you're a speedrunner, you're probably not getting past this gap very easily, especially not without Clank. So, since I'm not a speedrunner, let's just bop this bad boy and we'll take the long way around. Oh, this guy's got a tractor beam logo on him. Sir, I'm going to need to ask you to stand very still. I need you for identification purposes. Thank you. Yeah, if you try to stand on that, you can't get through because you don't have the ID clearance. So that looks like a door that we can't get through. So let's go. Let's beat these guys up first. And then we got to take the bomb over to the door. Let's see if it opens first before I do that, though. Nope. I got 7 Lancer ammo, but it did not open. Apparently the guy is following me for some reason. I don't know why, but... Oh, by the way, if you ever see the camera kind of jolt into place, it's because I'm using strafe. So, sir, you may not want to walk directly in front of this. I have a very powerful weapon. Oh, hello. Yeah, I could probably get away with the Lancer. Whoa. Gotcha. Good. Usually take care of those guys with from further away, but he was not in the situation where he was further away. Why do the employees here have a catapult for their robots? Can they not? Why not just program them to climb ladders? I guess that would be less fun, wouldn't it? You have to slingshot him up there because there's a clearance tile directly at the top of the stairs here, so yeah. Otherwise, you can't get through. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Let's see if we can win it at the slots. Nope. Alright, let's try again. Come on, big money. Damn it. Alright, one more try. Hey! Not bad. Got my money back. Don't encourage gambling in a children's game. Just get angry at it. There. That took care of that guy pretty handily. I shouldn't say nothing about gambling. I was just being upset for the purpose of making the moment funnier. I wasn't actually upset by it. A large number of the games that I played as a child had gambling mechanics in them. I mean, most of the Pokemon games did, up until about Generation 4. This game had that stupid little slot machine here for some reason, probably for entertainment purposes because of the resort. Ni no Kuni has gambling mechanics in it. Basically, any game that has a casino in it. And there were a few that I played when I was younger, so, you know. Whoops. Come with me. I don't know if I'm going to make it, especially if it doesn't follow me. There we go. Oh, God. Oh god. Well, I got hurt anyway, but, you know. It's alright, we'll go back and get another one. Let's just, whoa, whoa. Okay. There's a weird camera angle switch. There we go. Awesome. What do we got down here? Well, there's the car again, but, well, it's being blocked by a, another terminal. Well, not really a terminal. You need to, well, not identification, but you need to destroy these floating shield generators in order to do anything about it. So that's what we're gonna go do. I don't know how loud they are, so I'm trying to talk over them. I probably don't need to, though. I sound balanced this pretty okay with the first game, so it should be fine. Whoops. I missed a single bolt. You never know when you're gonna need it. Alright, so with the big ones, well, the ones that are up high like that, you just gotta pull back until it flings them. The other ones, the smaller ones, or the lower ones rather, you need to use a little dexterity, so we're gonna try to do that. I think right about here is good. Nope, I need to go back a little further. There we go. Yeah, so about the first little line on the floor here. So like right about here. A little too far. Underneath. There we go. And for this one, just line it up and pull back. Just lean into it. There we go. Beautiful. And now we have a shortcut back to the beginning if we need it, but we don't need it yet. So let's go sabotage the jamming array. Must be decently far away, considering we had to fly about the same amount of loading time as the other planets. No, it's not that far away. It's just the loading times are the same for everywhere, so... I want to use the gravity bomb, but these are little guys, so I don't know if it's a good idea. It's just, whoops. How do I get off of this? How do I get off of this? There we go. That'll work. Oh god, here we go again. I was going to use the wrench, and then I got stuck. Okay. So there's a total of 6 transponders on this planet. If you need help finding them, pretty much just follow the pipelines and the green lights that you got there and you'll be fine. But if you need more help finding them, if you pull up your map here, it actually zooms out of the jamming array, and then you can see the entire planet. So we've got 1 behind us, 1 in front of us, 2 in front of us, and then a couple off to the side. We could get the 1 behind us, but you make a big circle anyway, basically, and you end up at the 1 behind us anyway. So we're gonna just do it this way instead. Okay, here we go. Just want to make sure they were all dead. That's 2. What do we got there? Gravity bomb? Good. Whee! Sorry, man, I had to destroy your friends. Hope you'll find it in your heart to forgive me. He's like, never! Gotcha. I'll take that extra gravity bomb ammo. Nice. Got quite a bit now. Alright. Let's see if we can propel the Lancer across and... It's close. There we go. Let's just go jump over there. It's probably easier to do it that way. I'm making it all complicated for myself. Right. Maybe I don't have enough distance. I think when you upgrade this thing, it gains distance, so... We'll have to see. I might have just barely made it out of there. Or maybe got blown up. You don't take damage, though, if you end up in the same place as the transponder when it blows up, so don't worry about it too much. It's not a big deal. Alright, let's see here. probably down here. For the next one? No, guess not. Where are the power lines? That's what I'm looking for. I think I see some. Yep, here we go. Like I said before, if you need a little bit of assistance going somewhere, follow the power lines. I can't steer you wrong because they're kind of plugged into everything, so... I can also appreciate how there's curvature on the bullets when you're on a planetoid like this. That the bullets essentially follow gravity. They didn't have to do that, but it's a nice touch that they did. And people were saying it was innovative when Super Mario Galaxy did this. It was innovative for the time with the Wii and everything. It's just, I don't know. I just find it funny that they took nods from this game. I don't know that Nintendo's ever even seen this game, to be honest, but in my headcanon, they saw this game's curvature of bullets on planetoids, and they were like, holy shit, we need that in our game. Probably in less vulgar language, I would imagine. There's a, yep. Big dude back there. And more big dudes here. Can I get your attention, or am I gonna have to just do it this way, whatever. Making it all complicated for myself. Alright, last one's off to our left, got it. I think this was technically the 6th one right here that we did out of order, but it don't matter. Whee! And last one. Gotcha. Almost all of it. There we go. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Whoop, hello. Gotcha. Tried to be a little sneaky with my shot there. I guess it worked out okay. Alright. Let's pull this one up. Then smack that one. And get the hell out of here. Whoops. Whee! Glad I didn't fall in lava, though.
Good work, my boy. You are proving to be invaluable in this underwear.
Well, if you gave me anything other than underwear to wear, I'd probably be better off.
Protection of thugs for less. But I may have found a way for you to insinuate their operation.
Uh-huh.
Is it dangerous?
No. Actually, yes, it is.
Good.
Take a look at this.
The wind in your hair, the sun on your skin, the bugs in your teeth.
Gross.
We are the Desert Riders.
Before I became a Desert Rider, I didn't fit in anywheres. I had low self-esteem, bad breath, and a thing for ladies' undergarments.
I mean...
But these guys understand me. They really do.
Yeah, I'm just here for the bake sales.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I also make these cute gloves for all the guys.
So if you
sounds like a pretty nice club.
Use this temporary membership to enter the most grueling hoverbike race in the galaxy.
Grueling, huh?
And become one of us.
Sure doesn't sound
Desert
like
Riders, the #1 leisure choice of thugs for less.
Well, all right then.
Riders all use Megacorp bikes, so I just had to pull a few strings. Contract me as soon as you get more indignation. Fizz Widget out.
Well, if I find anybody that I need to that incurs my wrath, I will tell you when I have more indignation. Until that point, yeah, probably not. Alright, well, we can go to the resort later. Let's, since we sabotaged the jamming array, let's go to the coordinates there and see what we can do. We might as well, we might even be able to save up enough to finally afford the Blitz gun if we do. Oh. I almost just blew myself up. That wouldn't have been good. Wouldn't have been getting any Blitz gun at that rate. I think the enemies here respawn too, now that you've gone to the jamming array. Yep. 8 shots for that guy. Okay, got it. Roger, roger. Okay. Collected everything there. Like I said, we'll go do the... I mean, it's a resort, right? Like, what's the big deal? win the arena battle. They've got some prizes and stuff that we'll probably have, but let's see if we can get into the hover bike races first before we do that. Don't have enough for the blitz gun, so we don't need to worry about that. Off we go. Hey Adam, how's it going? What's shaking? Oh, not a whole lot, just nostalgia. Nostalgia is shaking because I'm quivering in my nostalgic boots because I'm playing one of my favorite games from my childhood. So yeah, that's what's shaking. How you doing? Let me stretch. Okay, there we go. Gotta stay stretched out. Don't want to end up with a falling asleep arm or leg. I'll get up from the stream and go fall on the ground. You know, that wouldn't be good. Just chilling at home. Same. I know what you're up to, Conquer, because I feel the same exact way. Gadgetron? They were all the way out here at one point? Holy hell. What were they doing out here? Crazy ass guys. Oh, whatever. So yeah, that's supposed to be a bit of a gut punch there. It's like, wait, Gadgetron was out here, all the way out here. Yeah. So they were out here at one point. They're not here anymore, though, as you can plainly tell by the desolation of this planet. We need the swing shot to move through this section. We don't have it, so we're just gonna not for now. We'll just go do the normal route before we come back. And that elevator is traversable with some really good jump inputs, but I'm not very good at them, so we'll just pretend like we're not there. And for coming to this planet, we've unlocked a few new guns. We got the pulse rifle, sniper rifle that you can zoom in with. It's not bad, it's really powerful, but I usually don't get it myself in this game. There's enough weapons to kind of make it so that it's not as good because it only has 8 ammo, so it's okay, but it's not great. Seeker gun is pretty okay. It basically has homing missiles that it will shoot out. I find that it has the same problem really as the chopper in that it has too little ammo for the amount of damage that it does. It has less ammo than the blitz gun and it deals less damage per shot than the blitz gun, so it's not so good. The mini turret glove though I am interested in getting, and we will be getting it after we get the blitz gun. So we're gonna work on that. Mini turret glove gives you some small turrets that you throw out. They stand in one spot, they shoot enemies until they run out of ammo, and then they blow up. So it's a pretty solid weapon, all things considered, and we will probably make use of it soon. But not yet. First, we gotta get through this part. Doing good. Was on the road all day yesterday just to see your aunt and an old family friend, taking today to chill. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Yeah. Gotta take a day to chill after a long trip like that. Sounds like a plan to me. Nice. That worked pretty well. Aha! There we go. The Lancer has upgraded. It is now the Heavy Lancer. So yes, it's got a little bit more ammo. It gains power in its shots. It deals more damage. Usually, you definitely want to focus on upgrading weapons because they are quite significantly better when upgraded than they are not. And obviously, as you can see from the fact that I have a full ammo clip now, upgrading the weapon also refills your clip. So if you don't have as much ammo as you could have at this point, it's a good idea to upgrade. Wow, 3 gravity bombs for that guy? Really? Wow. That's surprising. Well, that's okay. All we gotta do is get a little more experience, and yeah, probably like 1 or 2 more of those guys, and then we've got an upgraded gravity bomb as well. Then what the hell am I gonna use? I don't know, I'll figure it out later. But yeah, the Heavy Lancer is a very solid upgrade from the Lancer because it was full auto with the Lancer, but it didn't shoot as fast, and it has more damage, and it has extended distance. It's really nice, and by extension of having extended distance, it also has extended targeting range, so that's rather nice. Probably should be killing these guys with the gravity bomb, but I wasn't sure if I had enough ammo in it to do that. Although we do now have enough to get the Blitz gun, so I'll have to keep that in mind for when we get off this planet. I'm just going to equip this and use the wrench for a little bit. It's fine. Actually, I may want to... Let me see. I may want to go back before continuing here, because there's... This planet, its gimmick is that you get into ambushes with large groups of enemies, so... I may want to go back and get the Blitz gun just to have it, because once I'm done with the... Once I'm done upgrading this, it might be a waste to not have the experience, you know what I mean, available. Might as well spread out the experience on our guns if we can. We'll make good use of a new gun while we're at it. Usually by the time I get to this planet, oh, what the hell? The landing pad's been overtaken by rabid dogs! Someone got an 11 kill streak. No. I guess we could be using these guys for little bits of experience with the Blitz gun, but the Lancer and the Gravity Bomb take a lot less experience, I find, to upgrade than the other guns in the game. Like, after you upgrade those two, you usually upgrade those within the first couple of planets that you play, and then the rest of the guns take a little bit longer to upgrade. So, like you'll see with the Blitz gun's experience bar, it takes quite a bit to get it upgraded, but that's okay. And we get maxed out ammo as well, so Megacorp is automatically slightly nicer than Gadgetron because they actually give us everything we need. But then again, we are doing them a favor, so... Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got our lightning shotgun. Is it game over? I mean, potentially, probably. Let's equip this too, though, and then we can double tap to switch between the two. We'll upgrade this first, and then we'll worry about that. We'll worry about the rest after that. And we'll see if we can get all those guys grouped up in a nice big, well, a nice small cluster, so we can gravity bomb them all to hell and back. Gentlemen, stay back. I'm loaded with nuclear arms. Aha! See? Not even that hard. We got a mini nuke and a max nanotech upgrade, so I didn't even get to use the Blitz gun there, but that's okay. It'll get plenty of use after this. So now we have the Heavy Lancer, I already told you about that one, and we have the mini nuke, which is, it's a bit of a monster. It doesn't have more ammo, but it deals significantly more damage, has a wider AoE, and it's, well, it's just more powerful, really. It's just basically more damage, wider AoE. It deals a lot of damage. That's all you really need to know. I don't know if the Blitz gun deals more damage if you're closer to enemies. I don't think so, but I'm going to treat it like a shotgun and try to get as close to enemies as I can. I don't think it's a full auto AA-12 because it's kind of, you know, semi-auto, so... I'll treat it as the shotgun that it actually is, you know. But it is a really solid gun to have for those dinosaur guys, because the dinosaurs, they have a charging attack that they'll use at you, and if you shoot them with the Blitz gun, it automatically stuns them, which is something that not a lot of guns can do. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it quite a bit. Oop. And it stuns these guys, so that's also a rather nice thing to have. It's not an advantage that you have it with every gun. I tried to pick the weapons that I'm going to use in this game based on their overall effectiveness in the area that you get them. And in the case of the Blitz gun, this planet is where it really, really shines. It also shines pretty good in the Maktar Resort. It will fall off in damage later on in the game, but by that point we'll have so many powerful weapons that it won't even matter anymore. So, like as effective replacements. I know it's hard to replace a lightning shotgun, but like, don't worry, we'll make good use of everything else. That looks like the perfect opportunity to use this mini nuke. I hope they like their fire burning red hot. That door opened, which probably means... Okay, I thought something was going to come running out at me. Wouldn't have been good. Would not have been good. I wonder if Gadgetron has any leftover gadgets around here. I mean, this is their old headquarters in this galaxy, I think. If you look at the thing there... does our mission say it? I don't think our mission says it, but this is the old Gadgetron HQ in this galaxy, basically. So they We might have some halfway decent stuff laying around here. We might as well take a look while we're looking for the Desert Riders. Alright, what do we got out here? Catch multiple people there. Haha! Not bad. Before going in there, though, you definitely want to make sure you're loaded up on ammo. So we're gonna go do that. Grab all the extra stuff over here as well. So yeah, the way that enemies and weapons and stuff work in this game is it's slightly less. Their weapons that you get in this game are slightly less effective over time because of how enemies sort of level up with you in terms of how much health and how difficult they are over the course of the game. So some of the weapons you get in the early game will start to fall off, like I said with the Blitz gun and everything else. Heavy Lancer and the Mini Nuke will fall off eventually as well, but we won't be at that point for a while, so don't even worry about it for now. It's an ambush, Jack! It's okay. Let's see how much they like my lightning shotgun. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they probably didn't like it too much, huh? Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's just collect up all the extra stuff that's here. Because there were a few bolts that they dropped that we did not have. I probably could have taken most of them out with a single Mini Nuke shot as well, but it's alright. We got the Blitz gun, might as well let it do a little bit of work. So. Let's see what we got over here. We're getting close to an objective, though, so it's got to be something useful. Hello? Oh.
Excuse me. I think I just blew another vacuum tube.
Should I have a look?
My word. You young people are so fresh these days.
I mean...
Oh, don't feel bad. I guess I'm just old-fashioned about that sort of thing.
Well, I don't think that
Did you know that
he was trying to look at it for looking at it.
So you sell these gadgets?
Darling, they sell themselves.
Do they? So this is where a really neat system, I think, comes into play. You may kind of understand how the system works if you've ever played the Mass Effect trilogy. If you have a save file on your system of Ratchet & Clank 1, the Gadgetron vendor here sells the same weapons that you had in Ratchet & Clank 1. And if you have that save file, you can purchase them from here for free. So it's rather nice, and it lets you get your old arsenal back if you really want them. A lot of the weapons, though, they don't have upgrades like they do, like the Megacorp guns do. They are just flat out how they were when you were in the Solana Galaxy with Gadgetron in the first game. So a lot of them don't really have that much of a use. There is one weapon that they have here that's exclusive, though, and it's the Rhino 2. We did not purchase the Rhino 1 in the first game because it was way too expensive. The same principle applies here. The Rhino 2 is just too expensive to really bother with, but it's really, really strong. It's probably the best gun overall in the game, so it's pretty nice if you want to get it, but I don't really want to get it. But yeah, as you can see, the weapons that we had in the first game, some of them anyway, some of them have equivalents in this game. So like the Pyrocitor, there's a flamethrower in this game, so you don't need the Pyrocitor. But some weapons don't have an equivalent. Like there isn't a glove that throws bombs in this game, so you can get the bomb glove if you want it. And we can get it for free, so I may just grab it for the hell of it. I'm going to grab it for the hell of it. I'm not going to get ammo for it, though, because I don't need it. But we'll get it anyway. You can grab the Visibomb. I might as well grab that. We may have some use for it. But yeah, as you can see, if you look at it, the experience bar for the Visibomb, the Bomb Glove, and all that other stuff is maxed out. So you can't upgrade it. In this game, we'll talk about that later. But some of the weapons come back in the third game from the Gadgetron vendors, so then you can upgrade them. But that's the next game, so we won't worry about that for now. This game, though, is the reason why I bought the Decoy Glove in Ratchet & Clank 1. I wasn't going to use it in Ratchet & Clank 1. I'm definitely using it here. It's got some pretty good use in this game, and it can be used for all sorts of cheese strats on one particularly impossible challenge, if you know what I mean. We'll talk about the impossible challenge later. For now, we got a few weapons from ye old Gadgetron to help us out. So let's put away a few weapons, though, because I don't think... Okay, they didn't put that stuff there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Blitz gun here. I'm going to move the Heavy Lancer here. Because I'm going to put the mini turret glove here and the decoy glove down here. And then we'll put other weapons here. So the mini turret will go here, and then the next weapon I buy will go here. Which is... Oh, I don't even remember. We're not going to get the chopper or the seeker gun. There is a point, though, later on in the game where, like, for the first few planets, basically for the first, like, episode and a half, we're going to be primarily using these 3 weapons, the mini turret and the mini turret glove, and that's going to be about it. But there is going to be a point where we're going to purchase, or want to purchase, like 4 weapons in a row, basically, just as they become available. So it's the order of operations here is a little bit wonky, but don't worry, we've got things under control. I got this. Oh, hello. Oh my God, more attack dogs. It's not a wonder they were crowding the landing pad. Jesus. Let me just go grab all this stuff. So this will activate the elevator here. I'm going to activate it real quick and then head back up. So now you can come back up here, and the reason why you'd want to come back up here is because if you look over here, we're being blocked by an invisible plot wall. Well, not exactly. We're being blocked by a gap that Ratchet cannot clear. No matter how hard you try, he cannot quite double jump over that gap. He can get really close, but without like speedrun tricks, you're not going to make that gap without Clank. So we're going to have to go find Clank before we can do anything with that. So, since we can't find Clank just yet, let's head back to Mactar Resort. We'll just go take it easy for now, since they don't want me to take care of the Desert Riders just yet. Let's go get a little more information, maybe win a few gadgets. Maybe we'll be able to win the swing shot back, or maybe Clank will come visit at the Mactar Nebula when he sees that we're on the arena battles. You never know. Only one way to find out. Yeah, Rhino, baby. I wish I could buy it, but I can't. It's okay. When we get to the future quadrilogy, we'll be able to use the Rhino more effectively, because we'll be able to actually afford it. Well, afford it is a bit of a loaded term. It's a misnomer. You don't afford it in Tools of Destruction, which is the first game in the Future series. You find blueprints for it and then make it at the end of the game. So it's less of an afford it thing and more of an it's free as long as you do enough exploring. So, but we'll worry about that later. For now, not a big deal. Let me just use that radioactive box against you there, sir. And since we didn't go on the left path this time, we will go on the left path now. Let's see what we can find. There's more slot machines here, but we're gonna just not do anything with that. Whoa. Hello there. Let me just not jump off a ledge, though. Probably wouldn't be good. Strafing is really nice because you can kind of side flip and back flip around projectiles and stuff and enemy attacks. It's pretty effective, but you also got to be a little careful that you don't go flying off of ledges and stuff. It can be a bit of a problem. Let's see. Okay, we're starting to get our ammo back for the Gadgetron weapons. We'll be a little bit. It'll be a bit of a valley here for a valley, a trough. I don't know quite what the word I want to use there is. We're going to be a little low on Blitzgun ammo for a little bit, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because we're going to be getting ammo for our Gadgetron weapons instead for a little while. Oops. Well, let's not walk right into projectiles. There we go. Alright, let's see where this goes. Take me to another jamming array? No, probably not. There we go. And we got more shimmying platforms here. I'm going to have to do a little bit of a shimmy shake. There we go. At least they're not asking me to do a Jimmy Jake. I don't know what the hell a Jimmy Jake even is. How can you expect me to do it if I don't know what I'm doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Don't ask me how I just did that. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. Whoa. Double whoa. Yeah, the dropship here is dropping in enemies for us, so... I guess it's plenty of experience, though, so I guess I can't really be too angry. There's a reason why I didn't... oh, hello. Why I didn't destroy the boxes over here, and why I kind of tried to push through the enemy encounters there, as opposed to just destroying everything in sight. The reason for it is because if you go over here, you can kind of see it up there, if you don't have Clank, you can't make that jump. It looks like you can, but it's kind of hard to do it without the boxes. So I prefer to just keep the boxes there so we can go get a Platinum Bolt. Nice. Okay, now we can break everything just like normal. I can stop going against my better nature. There we go, now we're getting Blitzgun ammo. That's good. Whoops. Let's just do it this way. There we go. Slightly less bolts on this planet, though, than... on Barlow, but that's because you're technically not supposed to go to Barlow until, like, if you're following the normal order of operations here, you usually go to Barlow after this planet and the next planet that you unlock after doing the resort. But I just wanted to go there so we could grab the decoy glove, to be honest. It's that useful to me. We're gonna have to switch what weapons we use here, though, in a second. Because, ha! Look at that AoE. Let's use the Heavy Lancer here. So I held on. Whoa. There we go. Wasted a little bit of ammo, but that's okay. Not a big deal. Whoa. Just pop all of those. Pop that one. There we go. Yeah, I gotta conserve the Blitzgun ammo just a little bit because, well... we're mostly picking up other ammo besides the Blitzgun for right now, so I'd like to use it effectively in other areas. So there we go. Oh god, another dropship. Alright, fine, you want some? Come get some. See if I can blow up the dropship while I'm at it. Not quite. There we go. Got it. Could have used the Blitzgun there for a little bit, but it's okay. We'll get some ammo for the Blitzgun and get some experience for it. Hey, Steve.
Did you upgrade any of your weapons yet?
Yeah, I upgraded the Gravity Bomb and the Lancer.
Oh, they already upgraded?
Yep.
Oh wow. That looks like... They don't take long to upgrade though.
Yeah, those two are pretty easy to upgrade, so. Let's see, so we're gonna need a little more of that, and that's all full. Alright. So eventually we'll start picking up Megacorp weapon ammo again. I'm gonna actually stock up on Blitzgun ammo because, I mean, it's only 170 bolts. It's not gonna be a huge deal. We'll stock up on everything. How about that? Just because of where we're going. We're going into the arena.
Oh, you were at this point. Okay.
Yep.
Is everyone ready for tonight's Mega Battle?
I'm ready.
Producing from nowhere in particular, this guy.
Okay. They didn't give you my name, or?
I don't think they know his name.
Nope.
At this point.
If he can't make it past our gladiators, he'll receive a consolation prize.
Well, at least they give me a tombstone in the event of my inevitable death. Okay, then. There you go. So yes, you have to fight in the battle arena here. So it's a little bit different from normal because, well, there wasn't really a battle arena in the first game, but they give you waves and waves of enemies to fight, and then you can go from there. I bought these, and then the Bomb Glove and the Visibomb I also got for free at the thing. So these are not weapons; those are just Tech and Dynamo. So the only one that I bought was the Blitzgun so far. So that's okay.
I don't usually buy many weapons in this game either.
Yeah, you kind of want to conserve some of your bolts for other things in this game.
More expensive.
Yeah, and we'll get into what those things that are very expensive are in a little while.
Yeah, I know what they are. At least this game gives you quite a bit of quite a few points.
Yes.
Compared to the first game where they give you none.
Yeah, first game you don't get very many.
Up your arsenal, you get a lot too.
Yes.
I think more than this game.
But yeah, Battle Arena is usually a pretty solid spot to gain experience for your weapons and to get some bolts as well, because you get a bolt prize for every single arena challenge that you complete, and you also get all the experience from killing the enemies. So.
Only winner of the Gladiator Games, this guy.
Why do you guys even have other challenges if no one's ever won?
You're now eligible for a championship series. Come back and fight again for big cash prizes.
Well, whatever. Either way, we won the electrolyzer, so now we can go take that and use it somewhere. I mean, I don't think we found an electrolyzer puzzle at this point, so. Yeah, yeah, probably another planet. Yeah, Arena. Funny how across all the games they always give him a lame name or otherwise mess it up when announcing him. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely give Ratchet a bit of a hard case here.
The third game was Ratchet and Metal Guy, I think.
I think that's the other arena, because there's 2 arenas in this game, and they miss Clank's name in the other one because Ratchet earns infamy in the first arena here, and then you get to the Clank's not necessarily with you. Then you get to the second arena, and they're like, oh, we know Ratchet, and who's that metal guy on his back?
I think the third game they screw up too.
I think so. Yeah.
Choose your battle.
Alright, so we've done the battle for the electrolyzer. Now, you can win prizes as well. In addition to gadgets and everything else, you usually will win a bolt prize for finishing the challenge. So in the case of the hazard challenge, once we beat it, we'll get 1,500 bolts. You can keep re-winning things in order to keep getting more bolts if you want, but the bolt count significantly reduces after each win. So, like, it goes to about a third of this after beating it this time, and then a third of that, and it eventually it ends up being a pittance of bolts. It's almost only worth it for the ammo. So you usually just want to win each arena challenge once, and that's about it. So too bad for them. You have time alternating powers, such as in the event of your death, you go back in time to before you died. Yeah, for sure. In that case, all gamers have such power, but they can never know my secret. So what's available right now? The Hazard Challenge, the Chain Blade Challenge, and the Time Challenge. Kill 30 enemies in 30 seconds. Let's go do all of these. Why the hell not? We're already here. We might as well.
Are you doing all the challenges in here today?
No, I don't think so. There's quite a lot of challenges that are available, and you can do pretty much all of them at this point. I usually like to wait until later, though, to do all of them because, oh god. Jump right on some flames there. That's not good. Whoa.
Is the hazard challenge?
Yes. So the hazard challenge has most anything on at all times. Like all of the hazards are on.
I don't think they give you nanotech either.
No, I don't think they do yet. But yeah, I usually like to wait until a little bit later to finish up the challenges. Like I'll come back for the second half of the arena challenges after a certain point in the story.
Yeah.
And if you've played before, you probably know what that certain point is. But if not, don't worry, we'll find out.
What it is. When you get to certain options.
We will find out.
That's usually when I do it.
We might do a few extra challenges here and there, but I don't think I'm gonna push my luck too much. I am gonna push this blitz gun though, because it's the only weapon I've got that's not upgraded currently.
It'll upgrade.
Oh yeah, if it's the only one I'm using, it'll definitely upgrade. Yeah.
You have won the prize.
So that'll get us a few extra bolts. Every little bit counts because it's going towards the mini turret glove. So, see, now here's what I want to see actually is when I should have enough in the blitz gun to actually take care of Chain Blade, but I want to see if I get any extra ammo back when I start the challenge, like if it refills my ammo before I start it. So we're gonna go like this because this should give us. I 22 bullets should be enough to kill 30 enemies. I should be able to get a few in a bunch of shots. So let's do this, and it does not refill. Okay, that is good to know. I'll just have to make sure that I refill when I'm done here. Get back here. Yeah, I just need a few more to spawn. There we go. What else we got? There we go. Gotcha. And yep, it replenished our ammo there, so that's good. So now you can keep doing time challenges and then challenges with the other stuff. Let's go to the Chain Blade challenge since I got full ammo there.
Returning to battle is everyone's favorite gladiator. He slices, he dices, and carves up a mean dish. Please welcome Chain Blade.
All right, come on. So double jump over his big swing like that. He'll eventually float, and then you just want to jump once over his swings here so you can keep firing in between. If you have the chopper, it's actually pretty nice here because it'll bounce all over the arena. If you had it at this point, it'll probably upgrade to the multi-star by the time you're done with the arena, so... But yeah, Chainblade's not too bad.
I usually have it by this point.
Yeah.
Or I buy it in the arena.
Yeah. Chainblade's not too bad, though. He's pretty easy. Just kind of stand in one spot, jump a little bit, and then you're done, you know? So, easy. We've unlocked the B2 Brawler. We might be able to beat him at this point. He's a little bit harder than the other ones, so... I'm probably going to do this one because that might also refill my weapons. I'm going to try. Let's see. Alright, we got to conserve our ammo just a little bit here. I got to not miss too many shots, basically. And if you can get them to hit each other, they can hit each other, and it helps out a bit with conserving your ammo, so... Or if you can, you know, knock them off the arena, that also helps.
Or if there's Chazard Chance, that helps too. Yeah. I don't think there will be in this round, but...
I forget. There's quite a few rounds, but not too many enemies in each round, so you should be okay. We should be fine. That helps, too.
That does help. The lock-on mod helps.
Yeah, we don't have access to the mods yet, but eventually we will have access to modifications to our weapons, and if you have them, they're very useful in both in normal combat and in arena combat.
Yeah,
so.
I just seen a lock-on thing. I thought you were the mod.
Oh no, the lock-on one is a big reticle. This one's just a little reticle. That's just the normal auto-targeting, which is pretty nice for the Heavy Lancer. Like I said before, it's a lot better than the Blaster's auto-targeting. But that's also because of the strafe system. Let's not discount the strafe system. That's probably one of the biggest improvements that they made from the first game. And they kept the strafe system for the rest of the series too, so it must have been pretty solid. Okay, 4 more rounds to go. Also, in case you were wondering, you can't take out the wrench for this part, so...
I wish you could. You don't really need it, though.
Yeah, I mean, you have the Heavy Lancer, you pretty much have what you need to do.
Yeah.
Most of what you need to do, yeah.
Wasn't there a wrench-only challenge?
Yeah, I think that's at the other arena, though.
Yeah. Or that's up there, so I can't remember.
There's probably one in the third game as well, so...
This guy's on
Okay, a couple more. We should be good, I think. Take out the little guys first. Yeah. Right. 54 rounds, let's do this. That was very smart. I avoided damage and then I took it anyway.
But you got it back, so it's not really good.
It's alright though, we're good.
Curtain seems to work pretty good.
There we go. Look at that, 36 in the spare.
Coming the door upstairs.
Yeah.
I barely heard him.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't see on the server, I actually have a curtain installed now in the hallway, because before the stairwell above my recording setup basically echoed the sound, echoed across all the walls and projected it at us like a speaker. We couldn't even hear our own television down here if the television was on upstairs because of how the sound was projected. We installed a curtain in the hallway there now, and it cuts about 50% of the sound that was coming down there. It just absorbs it or deflects it, so it's nice. You wouldn't think that it would be that big of a thing, but yeah, it didn't recharge the Lancer. Let's see if it recharged anything else. Didn't recharge the Blitz gun either. Well, that's okay.
5,000.
Seeker gun.
Oh, Seeker gun's not bad.
But we're saving up for this, so we'll get that in a little bit.
Yeah, mini turret gloves are really good.
Let's see, 60 enemies in 60 seconds. The B2 Brawler.
What else?
And 8 mini nuke shots. Let's try doing this one actually. Let's see if we can
this is easy.
This one's not too bad. You just got to make sure that all the enemies are in a nice little group before firing off a shot. So if you can get them all nice and close, get them all to become friends with one another, then you should be pretty good. Like, just about there. I didn't quite get the one. That's okay.
This is not a hard challenge.
Alright. Become friends. There's only 4 rounds as well, so as long as you don't use more than 2 rounds per round, you should be fine.
2 shots per round.
Yeah. Alright, let's see here. There we go. Save myself a shot. Alright, come around this way. All of y'all come around this way. If I take a hit, that's fine. So I just want to circle.
You don't necessarily need them all.
Yeah. Whoa. A bit of lag there. That's okay. We beat it. Nice. I think that's it for now. But yeah, as you can see, once you get that first victory, the amount of bolts that you get drops off pretty significantly. So, what else we got? We've got B2 Brawler, and then 60 enemies in 60 seconds. Alright.
You can almost get the mini target.
Let's max out on this. Might as well. Yeah, we'll have it by the time we're done with the next challenge, and then we'll be good. These were maxed out on, so that's good. Worst comes to worst, if we need them, we can use them.
Did you get the decoy glove?
Yeah, I got the decoy glove, so we can technically beat the B2 Brawler now. I'm just going to do that after we do the time challenge, I think.
Yeah, do the time challenge first.
Let's see if we can take care of things with this. Blitzgun deals with pretty much everything that we deal with here, so...
This should be upgraded pretty soon.
Yeah, it's good. I'll take a little ammo, please. Thank you. I don't know how I got that guy from behind me.
Where did this guy come from?
My name is Ratchet. I'm insane. From Velden. Doesn't quite work without with what I was referencing, but that's okay. And done. Easy as that. Blitzgun's good. Buy it.
Did any other challenges get unlocked besides the B2 Brawler?
The Endurance Challenge. We'll work on that in a minute. But first,
do the B2 Brawler. Let's
do B2 Brawler. But before we do that one, I hope you're not superstitious, ladies and gentlemen, because look at our bolt count. That doesn't bode well. But we got the mini turret glove now, so that should be good. All right, here we go.
The mini turret glove is going to help a lot in this challenge, especially.
Yeah, so mini turret glove is pretty solid for this one.
Challenge.
The decoy glove is also pretty good. So
it'll help in the endurance challenge too, I think.
Reason why the decoy glove helps is because it deflects his attention to just the decoys themselves. You can get in a lot of damage while you're doing that. So. Just like that. I'm going to throw, let's see, a couple more mini turrets down. And then throw a couple more decoys down as well to get his attention. When he's doing this spin move, you definitely don't want to have him on your ass because it's really hard to jump over everything. So ideally what you want to do is you want to just avoid that with the decoys. Throw some turrets down, use the blitz gun, and you'll be good to go.
How expensive is the B2 Brawler?
25K.
It doesn't upgrade, does it?
And there you go! B2 Brawler with no hits. You also get a skill point if you beat him without getting hits. So that's how you do that. It's pretty good. Did pretty good there. First step to dealing with a problem is admitting you have one, so brave. I mean, as long as everyone knows.
That's new.
Yeah, so the Mega Challenge and the Endurance Challenge are unlocked now. I think there's only a couple more challenges that get unlocked after this. I think the Ultimate Challenge might even be coming up, and if that's the case, we'll just do everything right now. Why the hell not? We don't have anything to buy, but when something comes up that we need to buy, we'll have the money. So, all right, let's see what we got. We used a few of these. We'll upgrade for that. What I'm going to try to do...
Oh, pulse rifle.
Yeah, pulse rifle's available too.
That's a good weapon.
What we're going to try to do when I purchase ammo in this game is I'm going to try not to purchase it if I can, but in the arena, if I have to max out on ammo to make sure I finish a challenge or something, we'll buy it there. Otherwise, I'll try to just rely on ammo boxes in order to do things. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, Mega Challenge. Let's see what the Mega Challenge is. 10 rounds. All right, that's fine. So we want the turrets, and we want the blitz gun. Let's just toss out one. Let it help out. These turrets are really handy, though. It's not even just the added damage that they do. They also distract and stun enemies that might be like close to you. So if you kind of like hover around one, you're usually pretty safe. So I'll just let the turret take care of these guys.
Turret needs experience.
Yep. And the turret gets experience for every enemy that it kills. So if you can let it get a couple of kills in, it's a good idea. I don't think they take traditional damage from the enemies either, so it's rather a nice weapon. I like it quite a bit. Whoa. Yeah, Blitzgun is 2/3 the way there.
You might be able to in the arena.
Yeah, it takes a little while to upgrade this one, because the thing about the mini turret gloves, it's useful through the entire game, because it's basically just, it's a standing turret, essentially, right? So it's useful through the entire game, and because of that, it gains experience at a pretty slow rate.
Yeah, it does.
It's a good trade-off, though, because the mini turret is useful enough to warrant, yeah, for the entire game, to warrant the slow amount of experience that you get for
it's
it.
extremely useful in X-Men too.
Yes, you can also purchase it and up your arsenal, and it's still just as good as it was.
Better.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna stand somewhat close so that the turret can. Okay, it lost its ammo. Yeah, once it loses all of its ammo, it blows up. So that's the only drawback, is that you got to be a little careful with its the placement of it, because otherwise it'll end up shooting at enemies that move rapidly, and that just doesn't really work out.
My favorite weapon.
Your favorite one?
Probably
my favorite one in the entire series is in this game.
Well, one of my favorite weapons is in the next game.
Alright, Chainblade, let's see how you like me when I've got turrets.
It was actually in the first game, too.
Oh, the turrets even,
But they got better in the third game. In the next one. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Turrets even block him.
I'll give you a hint. It was in the first game. You got better.
Oh. So it could be the Agents of Doom?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Amazing.
That's what I thought. Alright, beat the Mega Challenge, not bad.
They get missiles.
Oh, great. Tag team battle. Chainblade and the B2 Brawler. And then the Endurance Challenge. Alright. Let's max out on our stuff again. Because why not?
Yeah, one of my favorite weapons. I don't really have a set favorite. I just have a whole bunch that I like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
And one of them is in this game, too.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get it yet.
Yeah, I have one in particular in this game that is just... It's just one of my favorites, no matter what. It's so good. I love it.
I think it might be one of mine too.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But we won't be getting it in this episode, I don't think. We might be getting it in the next one, though, depending on how far we get. All right, tag team battle. Let's see if we can beat the both of them. Maybe without getting hit. I don't know.
That'd be nice. You play well. He's dying quick.
Yeah, those turrets are really nice.
They are.
Okay, here comes the Brawler. So what we want to do here, Decoy Glove, Mini Turret. And go. Okay, Chainblade's back, so we'll leave the decoys out for now. I think the decoys might eventually self-destruct, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So, but he's going to go after them instead, so we'll just let the turrets finish him. Goodbye! Oh, I love it. You see what I'm talking about with the decoy glove, though, man? It's so good in this game. It's so nice for the arena fights. It's not as useful outside of the arena, but in the arena, holy shit. It's ridiculous how good it is. Just toss another one.
I don't think you've taken any damage yet.
And toss a couple of these. Oh god, get me the hell away from that.
You almost got hit there.
And done.
And you didn't take damage.
Boom!
Again.
Yeah. I'm making this look a lot easier than it actually is, though, folks. Don't let me doing that fool you. If you don't have the decoy glove, that is not very easy, because you have to you basically have to keep playing jump rope with the guy, and it's something. But Either way, we're good. Still haven't had to use those. The Blitz gun is pretty damn close, actually, to becoming an even better lightning shotgun than it already is. And I mean, all you have to say is lightning shotgun, and you know it's good. It's going to be even better soon, though. So, all right. Endurance challenge is 20 rounds. It's a lot, but don't worry. We can handle it.
Not that bad.
Especially since at this point, like I said, we're not going to really...
I've done ones that are a lot longer than this.
Yeah, the one after this is longer as well.
The one in the third game, the endurance challenge takes forever. Actually, no, it's not called the endurance challenge.
It's the Quarktastic
that
challenge,
one
I
takes
think.
Forever.
Yeah, there's one challenge in the arena in the third game. It's like 200 rounds.
I think you get like 2 billion bolts for it, though.
Yeah, it's nuts. The reward is well worth it, but it's nuts. It takes forever.
You get a ton of bolts. It's worth doing, but it just drags on.
Yeah. Well, I told you how to do it, right?
No, I'm just not used to the fact I'm walking up the stairs. First of all, block darkly, because that shit blocks light too. And second of all, you open the curtain and the ledge is right there. See, like you put your foot down, you're like, oh, we step past this new shit.
Cole seems to be having a little trouble with our curtain. It's causing a few technical difficulties. It's okay though. Well, hello. I didn't see those guys. That's okay. Okay, we'll just keep switching back and forth between the turrets and the Blitz gun, though. Just, you know, try to gather up a little bit of ammo where we can, and we'll be good. There's probably ammo over here. Yep, awesome. That will help. And look at that, we're almost halfway there already.
Blitz gun might upgrade in this one.
Yeah, it might upgrade in the next one, actually. I don't know if it'll upgrade in this one, but I think it will upgrade in the next one. I think the next one is the Ultimate Challenge, which is the end of this arena.
Oh, I remember that thing. That one's kind of
turrets, so... Give it to him. There we go. But yeah, just trying to conserve a little bit where I can, because you never know where the ammo is going to be here, so... Is it weird that I kind of wish the Blitz gun had a slightly wider spread? Like, normally with shotguns you want it to have a tighter spread because then there's less of a drop-off in damage, but in this game it seems like the spread of it is a little deceptive. Like, that guy on the left there, it seems like he could have gotten hit, but he did not. So.
Doesn't it get wider when it upgrades though?
Yes, it does. So that solves the whole problem. But but it seems like a weird... because it seems like it would have more of a range, but it does not. So. I need to start double tapping. There we go. Keep the action moving. Also, I'm pretty sure you can't damage your own turrets, so don't worry about that if you shoot through them or something. It's fine. They'll be fine.
You might upgrade this game.
Wow.
At this rate.
Thank you. Well, no, I got to buy it on the PS3 anyway. So. I mean, I'm just gonna. We have the same profile though, so you could just sign into the profile on the upstairs PS3. We have 2 PS3s.
It'd be funny. It's just like, oh, hey, so I need a PS4 for sure. I don't care.
Again.
I've never played it, so I don't know how it is.
Where did that... Oh, okay. I thought he just... Like, I saw the mini turret, like, bounce off of the guy, and it looked like it deflected straight into the shock thing down there. I was like, where did that guy go? He killed my turret!
So much faster.
I know.
It's ridiculous. I don't get it.
Don't get me wrong, I love the Future series, but there's just something that's really nice about the classic trilogy. It has aged so well, considering like this game at this point in time is like 17 years old.
Oh my god, Jimmy, you're enjoying a game on stream. Holy shit.
I've enjoyed most of the games I've played on stream.
I know, this one's a lot more action.
Okay, there's no boss fights in that one.
And the prize goes to you.
Cool. And that unlocks the ultimate challenge. 7,000 bolts waiting for us. Let's stock up and get ready because we're going to do it. This one is a bit of a doozy for this point in the game, but we should be able to handle it. It is, as I recall, 24 rounds. Cole, make sure you put that back where it was. Yeah, slide it behind the... There we go. Good, thank you. Yeah, so it's 24 rounds, and you fight Chainblade and the B2 Brawler twice each, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember twice each.
So we are gonna need to keep an eye out for ammo containers, but we should be okay.
Yeah, you should be good.
All right, here we go. We got our 2 weapons to use. They're both very good. They both deal significant damage to the enemies around here.
And this one, your bullets can't guns about to upgrade.
Yeah.
Which is nice. You should upgrade a couple of rounds.
Throw out about 1 turret per round, and that should be okay. I can go grab some more ammo for it as well, if it's blitz gun ammo, but that's fine. Ammo will spawn around the entire arena this time, though, so it's not like you're limited to only what you have, you know what I mean?
That would suck.
Yeah. Yeah, that would make this significantly harder. Oh, it's only 16 rounds, okay. I thought it was 24. Maybe I'm thinking of the next arena.
You're thinking of...
Cole, just pull it open when you come down the stairs, and then pull it closed again.
You might be thinking of the next one.
Yeah, don't pull it hard, just pull it open a little.
You could be thinking of the next one.
Trying not to break something new in this house.
Wasn't there one in this game that was like 60 rounds?
Yeah, that's the impossible challenge. So. Alright, everyone's favorite gladiator who's about to get cock-blocked by mini turrets again.
Lombax and his turrets.
Yeah, Lombax's turrets in one shot from boy. How come the turret's so overpowered in this game? I don't understand it.
Oh, come on, turrets. You gotta do a little better than that. There we go. I know. I know. I'm asking for a lot. Okay, we got quite a bit of them there.
We just got him, so...
Whoa, what the hell camera angle was that? Jesus Christ. I glitched into the thing. Well, the camera did, anyway. I think you still fight Chainblade and the B2 Brawler twice each, though, because that was only round 6. So... You missed me beating the B2 Brawler in both his solo fight and the tag fight, taking no hits just now.
You didn't take damage from Chainblade either.
Yeah.
Oh, decoy glove.
It is. It's called decoy glove. If you don't have it, get it.
Decoy glove. It's almost okay.
So there's my pro tip for you, ladies and gents. If you're having trouble with the arenas at all in this game, decoy glove. Get it. Love it. Use it. It's great. It is everything you ever wanted in a decoy.
More decoys, more turrets.
Turrets! A go-go. That turret might be too far away. That's okay. Okay, he's switched. As soon as you see him switch to the next decoy, you want to throw down another one, so... And I need more turrets.
After you beat this, I might upgrade. Once again.
Okay, he's got no decoys to play with, so let's just give him one. Whoa, where was that go? Okay, get on the ground, get on the ground. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, his arm's blocking everything.
Put your turrets up, put another decoy because you're gonna get destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go off the arena. Never mind. It's okay though.
I didn't do anything. I was minding my own business. Stop.
Dead.
I watched that.
Oh, did you?
It's almost upgraded. Any second now.
Yep. It'll be upgraded in this challenge, like I said. Let's give the turrets a little more experience, though. Can't just have turrets to upgrade. Max nanotech, nice. That'll conserve me a little bit. Whoa. Okay, here he is again. And he has a few little guys with him, but that's okay. They're not gonna make a big difference. Alright, Chainblade mini turrets only. Let's do this.
That's what you use the blitz gun.
I am gonna use the blitz gun. It's too easy! It's too easy with this man! Très bien, is that what you're trying to say? Good. That's fair. Oh god, I'm stuck on one. Oh god. Wow. Throw the decoys down. Throw the decoys down. Get those in here. That's the mini turret. That's the blitz gun. There we go. Oh god, get me away from those legs. Okay, we're out of blitz gun ammo.
Maybe it won't upgrade this challenge.
It might still, though. Oh, I'm taking damage on that because of the arena. Okay. We should have enough decoys down, so let's do this. And go, go, go! I'll wait to shoot it until the last one. How about we put another mini turret a little closer to it so that I can shoot him. Whoa. Alright, shoot! Shoot! Okay, didn't quite do it. I might still get the upgrade, though. Let's see. Nope. That's okay, though. Gotta fire it once. Gotta fire it once, and it'll be upgraded. So we're good. But we won the ultimate challenge. And that's it for this arena. I didn't expect to actually be doing this all at the same time here, but that's okay. We're good. Alright, Adam, take it easy. Sorry I didn't see you go there. But take it easy either way. Yes, GG's. Thank you. Gonna need a little bit of ammo. That's okay. How we doing on this? I'm gonna max out just because. I mean, we could have swapped over to these weapons, but they're already fully upgraded. I have that bad tendency though myself, where once a weapon's upgraded, I don't use it as much. I'm going to be now because I'm purposely not buying as many weapons as I usually do in this game. There we go. I guess the electrolyzer comes in handy right away. So the electrolyzer is a flip switch puzzle. Got to flip the connectors so that the little sparks end up completing the circuit. Not too bad. The later puzzles get a lot harder, but but for now, they're not too bad. I'm just listening to Cole's color commentary in the background.
The puzzles reach peak bullshit until the destruction, but then again, I feel like the series reaches peak bullshit in general until the destruction.
Oh god.
But don't mind me, I'm still salty.
Hey!
Oi! That was my souvenir photo.
No idea what you're involved in. Return to your own galaxy immediately.
You know, if I could, I would. I can't without a robotic ignition system.
This will happen.
Oh no!
Farewell.
You zapped my buddy! I'm gonna blitz gun you for it. Oh! Hey, my souvenir still came out. Nice. Well, now we can go to Planet Endeco, which is where Clank's apartment was. If you remember, Mr. Fizzwidget said the luxury apartment was in Megapolis, which is on Planet Endeco. So that's where we're gonna go. Let's see here. So we gotta do that one, and then this one, that, that. Keep it there, and then do that. So yeah, just gotta pay a little bit of attention to where the little sparks are by comparison to the rest of the circuit, and you'll be fine. But now we're done here. I don't think there's much of anything else to get here. I think there's one platinum bolt that we can get here later, but I'm pretty much gonna save any platinum bolt hunting until we get the, you get another treasure map thing in this game, like there was in the first game that the Gadgetron help desk lady gave you. You get another one of those in this game, and I'm basically just gonna wait till we have that, and then we'll go platinum bolt hunting, so. If we're gonna do it, which most likely we are, so. Alright, well we still don't have the swing shot, so we can't do anything over here just yet. Maybe we'll find it over here. So let's go take a look. We can visit Clank's apartment and rescue Clank from the thief. If I'm being honest, we're probably going to go to the apartment first. Sorry, Clank. I just need to get my old stuff back. Alright. Planet Metropolis, I mean Endeco. I hope I don't blow up my ship when I blow up those boxes. That would not be good.
That would suck.
Typically, this is where I get the mini turret glove, is right in this area, but, well, I went a little bit of a different order this time than I typically do. I usually don't go to Barlow until later when you get Clank, but I wanted to show it off that you can't really do anything there until you get Clank, so, yeah, that was why I went there instead. Solid music here, though. I'll tell you what, this is one of the catchier tracks on the soundtrack. The whole soundtrack is great, but... Aha! There we go. Blitz Cannon! I would not want to be staring down the other end of this thing, I'll tell you what. Look at that. Like, how do you even hold that? Obviously he lifts, yeah, for sure. Okay, so the only thing we have left now to use to do any kind of upgrading is the mini turret, but we'll do that over the course of the game. I'll just keep it double tapped with other weapons, basically, and we'll go from there. But yeah, the Blitz Cannon is a monstrosity of nature. It's ridiculous. Which way is which here? Let me see. That way is the Clank mission. Yep, and that way's the apartment. All right. Well, sorry, Clank. We're going to go this way first. Go get him. Nice. Thank you, turret. You've been a gentleman and a scholar. But yeah, if you just use the turret and the wrench themselves, the turret will upgrade pretty quickly, so it's not bad. Unfortunately, we can't get through these little sections here without breaking the recycling bins, which is just upsetting. Oh well. What are you gonna do, right? Come here. Come over here so we can shoot you. Mini turret. There we go. I knew you could do it. I love my little turrets. Not as much as the Agents of Doom, but from both games, really. I like them from Ratchet and Clank 1 as well as the next game. So yeah, it wasn't good enough. It's okay. Just bap them. Oops. Well, that was oh, I did take damage, but that's okay. That don't matter. We'll get nanotech back. This game is fairly forgiving in the beginning of the game in terms of the nanotech and the damage that you take. It ramps up quickly later, but and it comes to a bit of a peak on one particular planet that everybody online will tell you is complete bullshit. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
I thought about shitposting about Tools of Destruction there for about 10 seconds after I heard that, but then I often realized the joke's probably getting old.
Nice. Gotta love these turrets, man. What the hell? Well, we didn't see that guy, but that's the leader of Thugs for Less right there. We saw him from the perspective of the thief just a few minutes ago. But I probably shouldn't have used a mini turret there. It's a little bit of a unnecessary ammo use, but that's okay. Alright, so take care of that. That's all good. Let's get this. Get a few mini turrets back. And before we go anywhere, let's jump down here for another Platinum Bolt. We gotta collect a few of these. We don't have to collect all of them right away, but I do want to have a few handy for something that's coming up. So I'll let you know what that is because we're actually going to find out what it is on this planet. It's been mentioned already on the stream today, but we will be able to tell you exactly what it is in just a few minutes. Whoa. I didn't expect them to appear over there. I expected them to appear out the doors. You done bamboozled me, Megacorp. You done bamboozled me. Oh, well, the third one wasn't necessary. He's just there for moral support, guys. Hold the fort down. Oh, we can't get over there without swing shot either, so. Okay, well, you can wall jump there, but you don't have to. Oh, God. Hello. No, it's okay. You don't have to shoot at him. Shoot at the other guy. The other guys, rather. There you go. His helicopter is shootable. It's not killable at this point, but obviously the mini turrets have a little bit of a confuzzle there.
Mini turrets are out for blood.
They are out for blood.
Yeah, they are. They just don't care. They're just like, you should die this instant.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to place one right here. Okay, that's fine. I meant to move in a different direction, but that's okay. Put one there, put one there, and let's break these one at a time and see what happens. Tired of killing enemies yourself? Now you can throw turrets down and let them kill things for you! Sounds like a Megacorp commercial waiting to happen. Sign it up, Megacorp. Sign me in. I'll be your spokesperson. I'm already doing your dirty work for you. Uh-huh. Yep. It's really good. There is another, well, there's actually a few static damage weapons that you can basically just fire and forget, and they deal extra damage for you in this game. The mini turret is the first example of it, and then you get other ones later on in the game. One of them is pretty much as good as the mini turret glove. The other one I'm not a big fan of. I'll talk about what it is in a little while when we actually get to it, but we can't get to it just yet.
The one I like a lot.
Well, I mean, blood is some good stuff, or I mean, drinking blood is fucked up. Oh, Nitro. Oh boy. Well, we don't need any ammo, so I guess we'll just go here. Wonder where that guy went. Oh, there he is. Hi.
Greetings, morons.
Morons? What do you mean morons? It's just me here.
I thought I'd come and handle things myself.
Well, alright then. You can have Clank before this, so that's probably what he was referring to there.
The game probably wanted to.
Let's try out our new Blitz Cannon. Look at this shit.
Between that and mini turret,
This ammo's expensive? Well, maybe you should ask for higher compensation from your employer then. Haha!
Back up! I need backup!
No, you need to back up, son. This gun practically shoots shurikens and lightning. Get your ass off of me. Right, where's this translocator go? Let's see. Oh, yeah, this is from the cutscene when Clank got kidnapped. Let's go check it out. Ha! Nice. He's been playing the new Jack game. Well, it was new when this game came out.
My old swing shot and grind boots.
Yeah, and here's where you find the swing shot and grind boots. So, yep, now we got it. Let's see. We want to put the swing shot in here somewhere as well. I won't need the tractor beam just yet, so let's put that there. I think we need a dynamo somewhere around here, so I'm gonna.
I think you do need it for this planet.
I'm gonna assume that we do. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. The grind boots are automatic though. Like I don't know that you have to have them equipped, but you can.
I think it's automatic.
Oh yeah, and here's something that's a bit of an Easter egg before I go ahead and you can break this. It's a game console basically, right? That you can you can't play Jak and Daxter or Jak 2 on it, but if you use the dynamo on it,
I did not even know this.
You can play Asteroids except with sheep, basically, and it's 2-player too, so you could plug another controller in and totally play this with a friend.
Don't make me come over there.
You want some? Come get some. It's just a dumb Easter egg, but I love it so much. Okay, the sheep are invading. The sheep are invading! Oh god.
How many levels is this thing?
I don't know how many levels it goes up to. I think it goes up to 9, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It might go infinite, honestly. I'm not going to stay here forever, though. I think I can quit by just pressing, like, triangle or something. Alright, that's enough of that. So yeah, you can play Asteroid Sheep, basically. But the console's worth more if I scrap it, so... See what I mean?
I just thought of something funny. What if you just broke the console and at first did, like, every single succeeding New Game Plus playthrough just gave you, like, quadruple the amount?
That'd be pretty nice. Well, we can use the swing shot
It's really expensive gun in New Game Plus. Better go break Ratchet's game console.
God damn it.
Have to claim the insurance on that shit.
Well, we can use the swing shot now that we have it, so let's go use it. You want to keep an eye out for these new blue swing shot icons as well in this game, because you'll use them to pull bridges down. So in addition to the ones from the first game, there's also these. Apparently Megacorp like repurposed the Gadgetron ones after Gadgetron went out of business here. I guess they're making good use of their technology. If Cole joins, will that make this playthrough a co-op playthrough? Well, I'm pretty sure Deadlocked is playable completely co-op, like the entire campaign.
Oh my god!
So,
Is it really?
I think so.
Oh,
Jimmy, you know what we need to do?
Yeah, we can pass the controller around for that playthrough if you guys want to do it.
Fuck that, Len. Let's just do full co-op. I will sit down on that couch with you.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. I'm just saying there's 3 of us, and you can only play a 2-player.
You only play with 2 people.
So, at some point, maybe we will. Maybe we'll do it for this side project. I don't know. Mono's killing Water Sheep's army. I don't even... I must be behind on my memes. I don't even know what the hell a Water Sheep is. Oh, boy.
Sounds adorable.
Well, you know what? That'll protect me while I electrolyze. Oh, no, it won't, because I blew it up with my foot.
Nice one, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm a great turret mama.
Fucking champion. 20 out of 20, best player.
Oops. Almost missed that one. Thought it was coming down on the bottom there. Nope. Hello, boys.
Hello?
Okay. And let's do this. There is a little bit of a grate there on top of that red hot looking power source, so don't worry about it. You could throw your turrets there; they'll be fine. I think if you throw them into an actual hazard, though, they just die. So don't be a mean turret mama. Don't throw them into hazards.
Mean turret.
Crane controls offline. We can do something about that. Let's do it right now. Let's use the electrolyzer to fix that. This gadget's coming in pretty handy. And unlike the other gadgets, you don't actually need to have it in your quick select to use it. You can just use it for these puzzles anyway, so... It's rather nice. Alright, what kind of crazy business can we get into with the crane here?
Yes, the crane.
So the crane is basically used to pick up this box, and you can pick it up and move it over here so that we can make our way off of this, out of this area. We need it in order to get up there. If you drop it on an enemy, though, it kills the enemy, obviously. You can also pick up enemies. I'm not sure if you can pick up these little ones, though. No, don't think so. Maybe they're not magnetic. But you can pick up enemies with the crane. Just take my word for it there, because we will be doing it. It'll come in handy. Haha. Let's break these. I don't think you can pick up those bolt crates, though, with the crane. I don't think they're magnetized either. So let's see if I can yeet this man's a little further. Nice. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Alright. This part we might have to not just rely on the mini turret, though. Because that gentleman up ahead is a little nasty. I'll see what I can do, though. Okay, there we go. 2 turrets. That's all you need. But yeah, he's got dual pistols, and they will shoot over a set distance. He does back up eventually, but, well, I'm killing him so fast that he doesn't have a chance to back up, so... Well. Oh, God. Uh-oh. I'm being attacked by the village of clean people! That actually doesn't sound too bad. Let's get that bad boy out there. Come along now. Oh, you almost had him, turret. We'll let your brother do it. There you go. Good work. Alright, next. Whoa. I thought they were gonna all get angry at me. And they, I mean, eventually did, but... I guess I can block the bullets with my face from the mini turret. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Blocking bullets with your face.
It's usually not advised, but if they're my own bullets, it doesn't really matter too much. So. There we go. Okay, what kind of trouble can we get in with the crane here? Let's find out. So you see this boy? Come here. Haha, he is magnetizable, so now I have access to his laser! We can use it to, you know, casually murder his friends, destroy dynamite boxes, casually murder his children. It's all in good fun. This game's rated E for everyone. This stream is not.
I'll say it once, I'll say it twice. Monster.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Jimmy, speaking of monsters, I'm a monster.
How so?
See, I'm over here putting cards in my binder for 7 days because there's a new deck coming out from new set that I want bad. And I just casually on the first page of my binder, would you like to know the value of the cards on them, in order? You might get a kick out of this. Oh, I just went upside down and see.
Whoops. Yes, angry.
So they just open the binder, right? First card, 25. Card after that, 35. Card after that, 50. Card after that, like, 60.
Oh. So I'm placing these boxes in a very particular way. This is a nitro box. You want to place it right about on top of this. And you may have seen a little bit of machinery move just there. We're going to use that right about now. But before I do anything with this, I actually need to do something else with the crane. I need to blow the door open here, so let me go do that. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, there's the machinery again. So we just blew the door open for ourselves. But before we put that box where it's actually supposed to go in order to get through here,
I know what's in there.
let's go see what we broke there. I think I got all the bolts that were over here that I killed the enemies for. So, and if you go up here, this door is open now, and we can get another platinum bolt. Very good, very good.
Glorious.
All right, let's see. So now let's go move this box over to the other end of the room where we can move along with the area, because we're almost done with the area. There is one more thing to do here, and it has to do with my grind boots, and we'll go do it before the end of the episode. So, and then we'll be good. All right, just gotta put it right about there. That'll do. Okay. Water Sheep will wage war upon Ratchet for killing his comrades. Yeah. But one day, Nitro, one day you will see that Water Sheep will be repurposed for Ratchet's own use. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but we'll get into that later.
Oh god, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah. Is that in this game?
Yeah, that's in this game.
Oh, I know that.
Yep. Haha. As you can see, the nanotech boost goes quite a bit of a distance there, so it's pretty solid. Okay, let's see if we can find Clank.
Clank? Okay, Clank, don't move. I'm coming down.
I don't think he can hear you.
Whoa!
Well, maybe now he will. You're a little closer.
All right, buddy, let's get you up and running again.
Water Sheep is in your house, Mana. I mean, it has to be because I just saw it on the television screen. Maybe it's in the actual house though. Maybe I should be scared. It's probably fine. It's a sheep.
Got me to defend you from the Water Sheep combined with the FBI.
Yeah. I don't. Again, I must not be up and up on my memes because I still don't even know what a Water Sheep is.
I don't know what a Water Sheep is either. It sounds threatening.
I don't either.
Clank, no one can know the final digit.
Ratchet? Where are we? I must have dozed off.
I mean, if you call torturing yourself, getting tortured, dozing off, sure. I mean, you could high jump up there, maybe.
May offer our only way out.
Aha. So now we get to play as Clank. All right.
Hey.
Small Clank level to get ourselves out of here. He's got to go unlock the door. Clank levels play pretty much the same as they did in the first game. You gotta use... Well, they're not gadget bots now. They're something else, but you gotta use them to figure out a few little... Well, not really puzzles, but, you know. I think they're called Megabots now. I can't quite recall.
Are they still called gadget bots?
No, I'm pretty sure they're not called gadget bots. I'm pretty sure they've got a different name now. Alright, wait there, gentlemen, until I move the laser. Alright, attack! There we go. Oh, don't attack now. Oh, they made it. Nice. Well, your sacrifice will not be in vain. Hey, look, a new type of bot. So this is a bridge bot. She's really helpful. You can even build a bridge out of her. See, watch.
This is
there you go.
BridgeBot is helpful, but BridgeBot also is sad. Why is BridgeBot sad? It serves the same purpose as Yoshi in Mario World.
Well, no, because then you can retract the bridge and she comes with you, so... So she's slightly less like Yoshi in that department. Now, the bridge bot is basically a gadget bot, not a gadget bot, a gadget bot, in that if you press attack, it will not attack. Only the little guys will, but they serve enough of a purpose anyway. These little guys are primarily there just to attack and enter things. These other ones have their own purposes, basically. Speaking of which, here's another new gadget bot. The hammer bot, or is this the lift bot? This, I think, is the lifter bot. Yeah, there's a hammer bot as well, as you can see here, but this is the lift bot. So we'll have them do things now. Oh, by the way, here's another little neat little thing. They'll salute you if you press salute. Captain, what can we do for you today? Go ahead and lift that box for me, please. Thank you. Alright, so now let's see. Alright, same tactic as before. We'll have them wait here. I'll move the laser. Look them dead in the eyes, and then let everybody else kill them for me. Seems like a recurring trend in this episode. I'm letting everything else kill everything for me. Alright, let's have everybody follow along. Get BridgeBot over here. Go ahead and build a bridge out of her. Again. Thank you. Alright, so everybody stand still for a moment. Let me move the lasers. And attack. Clank has been hacked by Watersheep's gang members. Watersheep put launch codes into Clank when he was out. In a few hours, World War III will be real.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to look up whatever the hell a Watersheep is after we're done with this now. Anyway, let's have the bots enter. Hopefully they're not entering any codes. Okay, thank you for the help, everyone. You can go back to your stations. I'm going to join my friend now.
Way to go, Clank.
Nothing to it.
You did great. Now, let's go get that experiment back.
Cool. So now the group is reunited, and Clank has everything that made him great in the first game by the end of the game. He has the Hydro Pack, the Thruster Pack, and the Heli Pack by default. And there are no, like, specifics to either of the packs in this game. Like, the Thruster Pack isn't necessary because of buttons or anything, so it's basically an aesthetic thing now. So whichever one you like the best, go ahead and use it. I personally prefer the Heli Pack myself. It just looks better, so Clank doesn't have these weird, gaudy wings on himself all the time. So I'm going to use the Heli Pack, but you use whichever one you want. Let's go break a few boxes. There's, like I said, there's one more thing to do around here, so we're going to go do that before we leave. And then we just have to head back to Barlow so that we can clear that gap now. And we also have the swing shot, so that'll allow us to go do that little section on Barlow that we didn't go to last time as well. This game is a little bit longer because of the arena challenges than the other, than the original game was, so. But that's okay. I don't mind it. It might end up being like 6 streams instead of, you know, instead of 5. Which is fine. This way? Yeah. Okay, so we gotta go this way in order to go ahead and take care of the next thing we gotta do here. Is that a... No, it's not. It's fine. Yeah, it probably is. It's random ammo. I don't know which one it is, but it's not the one that I need. It's not the one that I need, that's all I know. Thankfully, the enemies here don't respawn because we just murdered them on while we were on our way here, so... It all works out. Alright, Now we can go do this challenge, which I'm pretty sure I can go do even if I don't directly have the grind boots equipped. Let's find out. Yep. Okay. Grinding challenge. Let's do it. Yeah, they automatically get equipped. Yeah, if they didn't get equipped, you'd just fall to your death. It'd be pretty funny, though. Oh, okay. A little bit of a drop there. Feeling the G-forces. I probably could have gone around the block there, but that's okay. Eh.
You probably could have. There could have been something over there.
Might have been a couple of bolts. Can I clear both? No. I was getting a little overzealous there. That's okay.
I know where you're going. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Haha. I'm tricky. I might even be SSX tricky. No, that's later. Okay, grind challenge over. Yeah, it's not too hard, this first one. They get a little harder as the game goes on. I don't think any of them in this game are as hard as the ones that were in the first game, though. I think the first game takes the cake for the hardest grind challenges in the series. What's this button do? Don't you know you're not supposed to press the big red button, Ratchet? Put what in the slot?
The weapon you want.
Don't answer that, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I get it. You make weapon modifications.
Yeah.
Yep. I can take your puny little weapon, and with a few, tweaks, I can turn it into a powerful piece of equipment.
Aha!
Look, you want me to hook you up or what? I can't hang around here all day.
I got people to please and cops to avoid. Okay, so weapon modifications are a new thing in this game. Basically, you could install a mod for certain weapons that you have. There are mods available for every single weapon in the game, and multiple at that, but you can't get them all from the same vendor. You'll find this guy, his name is Slim Cognito, by the way. You'll find him all over the place on certain different planets, and when you get to the different planets and you find his little mod shop, he'll sell new mods for new guns. So as it is right now, the only mods that we can get: lock-on mod for the Blitz Cannon, shock mod for the Heavy Lancer, acid mod, and lock-on mod for the Mini Nuke. None of them, for me personally, are all that great. Probably the best one out of all of them is a shock mod for the Heavy Lancer, but I don't really need them all that badly, any of these in particular. They do have really powerful effects. Like, the acid is really nice because of the damage over time. Shock propagates damage to other enemies around the enemy that you shoot, so that makes the Heavy Lancer quite a bit more powerful than it already is. I may end up buying it, but since I'm not using it currently, I may not as well. And yeah, the lock-on mods are okay, but not really that necessary. I think I'll get the shock mod just for the hell of it, though. Well, we should be able to get enough platinum bolts to buy the other stuff for later. I'm trying to think. I think I need about... How many do I need? I think I only need like 4, actually, for a particular weapon later in the game to make it the most powerful weapon in the entire game, barring the Rhino and the one other gun that Megacorp makes. The one that's my favorite gun in the series when it gets fully upgraded.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about that later. For now, let's get the shock mod for the Heavy Lancer, because why the hell not? Yeah, acid mod is okay as well, but nah, it's alright. We don't really need it that badly. The Mini Nuke deals so much damage at this point in the game, it's really not really all that big of a deal. So, okay, there we go. So now we've fully explored, and you can go back to Slim Cognito's mod shop by going through this translocator. So that's that. Anything I want to buy while I'm here? I don't think so. Why are you shooting yourself in the head over there, Cole? Are you summoning your persona?
No. Going into a roulette as a tank.
Oh, okay.
This ought to be fun.
When was the last time you tanked a roulette?
Good question. I don't remember.
Oh,
How
boy.
hard should I pull?
2 enemy groups.
I'm in Dismile. How hard should I pull?
How much HP does your healer have?
2,345.
1 group. Because they are not well equipped.
I forgot. Is Dismile a pain in the ass?
Yeah, it's the level 44 one, right?
Ah, son of a bitch!
Well, that's going to be fun for him. As for us, we're going to fly off the planet Barlow, and that's going to be it for today's episode. Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, the Stream Edition. We will be able to explore this planet quite a bit more once we get over here, because we now have all of the tools that we need to get across everything, including the swing shot, and also Clank. We kind of needed Clank in order to go visit with the Desert Riders. But what can the Desert Riders tell us about Thugs for Less? Will they be able to tell us where the experiment has been located and where the thief has gone? And what else is available in the ruins of Gadgetron's old area here, old headquarters? All this and more will be revealed on the next episode of Ratchet & Clank Going Commando, the Stream Edition. I'm listening to Call Talk in the background, so that's why I'm laughing. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I will see all of you on the next one. Omega Theory, you got here right at the end. I'm sorry. Yeah, not yet, Mono. It's not over yet. Well, unfortunately, it is for today. I apologize, especially to Omega Theory since you just got here. But we'll be back for more on Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will play some more Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. So until then, everybody, take care and have a good night. Like always. That's okay, Omega Theory. You know the time and you know the place on Wednesday. So if you're available, you can get in here a little bit earlier. Hopefully. We'll have to see. Until then, though, I'll see you, everybody.